Greetings, Eric Bakker. It's good to be back again. I did a recent series of videos just regarding what we do and we don't know about gut health, and I do apologise. My mouth sounded a bit funny then because I had some dental work done. So it's a long-term process for me to get my teeth fixed up because they were really bad. As I explained, when I was a kid, it was quite normal to pull teeth out and to excessively drill them and overfill them with amalgam fillings, and I'm getting my dentition restored. Not so much because I want to look good, it's because I want to chew good. And chewing means good pooing. Okay, I've talked a lot about this in videos, that when you can chew really well, excuse me, your gut bacteria really benefit from chewing. Plus also, I want to chew better so I can relax more, because chewing stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. I've learned how to breathe properly, now I want to learn how to chew properly. And the other parasympathetic dominators are laughing, enjoying yourself a lot more and resting up and these sorts of things. So, people get dental work done not just because they want to have a Hollywood kind of smile, it's also for other reasons. So this video, we're talking about diarrhea or loose bowel motions and the foods that precipitate that or that are implicated with causing diarrhea. So I don't really get diarrhea, but I know a lot of my patients get diarrhea or loose bowel motions, and it can be a really big problem for a lot of people. Many people associate diarrhea with parasites, for example. So I commonly see diarrhea with blastocystis, Dientamoeba fragilis, and parasites like that. But there are foods that can really stimulate diarrhea and cause loose bowel motions in people. So I've got a little checklist I'll go through here and I'll explain these kind of foods. So a lot of these things you can avoid in your diet. Alcohol, of course, for many people will create diarrhea. If you're a regular drinker and you get a lot of loose bowel motions, you may want to back off on the booze a bit. So, cut back on wine and spirits and beer and these things, because if you're drinking every day and you've got loose bowel motions, well, that could be the top of the tree for you. Cut this alcohol back. I'm not saying stop all alcohol if you really like a drink, but cut back significantly to see if there's cause and effect. The second one, of course, are caffeinated beverages. Now, caffeine for some people can stimulate the bowel. I know some people like to have a coffee in the morning because it makes them go to the bathroom. Other people can get constipation from caffeine. So I'm not averse coffee. I like a nice espresso in the morning myself. One good cup of coffee, I really enjoy it, but I certainly wouldn't have 3, 4, 5, 6 cups a day. So if you're drinking excess coffee or tea, cut back on the caffeine to see if that's linked up, including energy drinks, and caffeinated beverages. These things all really mess up the microbiome. They can cause a lot of problems. They can allow yeast to proliferate, so just watch out. Because often we have sugar with these kind of beverages, we drink too much, and caffeine stimulates various receptors in the small intestine. So it can really cause loose bowels for some people. The third category is smoking, like tobacco. Nicotine's been linked with diarrhea with some people. So if you're vaping nicotine, kind of stuff, or you're smoking and you've got loose bowels, there could be a connection there. The third one, of course, are gassy foods for some people. If you've got a really messed up gut, you've got low levels of good bacteria and you've got imbalanced flora, and you eat brassicas like lots of broccoli, cauliflower, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, foods like this, it can cause not just gas, it can also help to precipitate or to push the bowels into a loose state where you get loose bowel motions. Especially so if you've got lack of beneficial bacteria. Spicy foods, chili, cayenne pepper, or too much garlic, or it could be too much cumin or far too much turmeric in the diet. Some people I see will have 2 or 3 teaspoons of turmeric a day, thinking the curcumin and the turmeric's going to help them, but it's too much. Be careful of spicy foods. These are a big one for lots of digestive problems with people. Fatty foods, very indicated in loose bowels, especially in people with pancreatic dysfunction. So be careful. Anything deep fried, or I call embalmed, okay? I don't eat deep fried foods at all. I used to love deep fried foods, but I've long stopped those, and I've noticed since I've done that years ago, I've got perfectly formed bowel motions. So plant-based foods, small amounts of lean meat proteins I eat. I eat fruit, I eat fish, things like that. I don't have a problem with loose bowels or firm bowels. My bowel's always the same. So when you eat regularly good quality foods and use common sense, and avoid, takeaway food, deep fried stuff, fish and chips and things like that, or, hot dogs or stuff that's been cooked in oil. It's just not really good. The pancreas gets overloaded and you'll get loose bowel motions quite commonly. Even healthy people will get diarrhea if they eat too much fatty food. Watch out for the oils you consume, even coconut oil. Some people I see have like a cup of coconut oil a day. It's just crazy. Why would you do that for? They put it in foods, they drink it, they cook with it. It's too much oil. So common sense again. Okay, if you've got diarrhea and you use oils, minimize the oils, change the oils. Don't eat deep fried foods. And also very high sugar foods. So, some fruits like grapes or melons can contain too much sugar, and that can also precipitate diarrhea. So there you go. There's a bit of a list on foods that can cause diarrhea. Thanks for tuning in. Notice my helper in the background here having a good snooze. See you next time. Thank you.